Hooked up by 1-800-ASK-GARY. Now, who's taking the stand?
Well, there's one of us moving towards the stand right now, and she's wearing heels.
How you doing this
Meredith's
morning?
edition of the Plead the Fifth is happening.
It's that time once again, gentlemen.
It's that time again.
What you got for me today?
It's making us very nervous for you, Meredith.
Oh, what? You trying to get me all wound up?
You know what? I like
already?
when you get nervous and you seem like you kind of cocky, like you're not you're not really faded by our questions anymore.
What?
That's all right.
All right, fine.
We're coming with heat.
Yeah.
Know
Okay,
that.
all right.
That's what Mark was over in the corner when you was out of the room. He's like, I'm bringing her the heat. She ain't going to hear questions from me.
Y'all just want to be mean today then, huh?
All right, Mark is first up. You get 3 questions. You got 1 pass. You also got 3 questions coming from the audience and 1 boomerang. What you want?
And here we go. If you had to switch Anthony, being your baby daddy,
Right.
with anyone from your past, who would it be and why?
Oh.
Have to switch.
Have
we
to
opening up
switch?
with smoke.
I don't know.
If you had to
Hold
switch
on.
him with somebody from the past.
Well, there's
Wow.
a reason why I'm not with those people.
Jeez,
Either
Mark.
they were cheaters or they weren't good enough, you know.
There's one guy.
Way to
you gotta
build him
pick-
up before
pick
you
him
break
up.
his heart.
There wasn't a lot of people I wanted to have kids with.
Was there anybody?
Let's just pick like the richest.
Well, who would it be though? We need a name.
Since nobody is perfect in my head, just because there were a lot of bad people in my past.
So the richest makes
Yeah,
it?
we'll just. I'm thinking like the wealthiest.
What was his name?
Really?
There's a
Oh
couple.
my God. You slept with a couple of rich people?
Okay, whoa, the judgment.
I'm not
what
judging.
is that
I was
for?
just trying to get clarity. That's all. I wasn't judging it. Wow, Anthony, damn.
Is it bad that I forget his name all of a sudden? Hold on. He was an Olympian. So I'll just say that. I forget his name.
how do you forget an Olympian's name?
We can Google him.
Yeah, so I'm not saying his name.
What was
Why? No, that's part of the question.
What was his? At least tell us his category.
No. You
No,
can't.
this is part of like
It's
the
very
deal.
specific.
Wait, we're Americans, so
Yeah.
he worked for us.
Yeah.
You can tell us what he did.
Well, I'll give you
Was
that.
he a medalist?
I don't have to. Yes.
No, yeah, I need to know
He
the
was
name.
a medalist. Okay, all
I
right.
don't
So
have to give you a specific
It's
name,
who
but
and
that's
why.
the person.
in what kind
That's
of
who.
what,
He's an Olympian.
what kind of category?
Okay. So if I was to have a baby with somebody else and Anthony wasn't around, he's an Olympian, successful, comes from a very wealthy family. So that sounds, there you go. That's a good, perfect little mix
What did
there.
he do to get
Oh,
this?
man.
How are you guys accepting this as an answer?
I don't know if we can.
I can't. I don't want to, because he's probably married with kids now. I don't want to throw out just the name. And honestly, I forget his name.
I've had to throw out names of women in this town multiple times, so you're throwing out a name.
I just want a category. What did
No,
he
I
do?
want a name.
Did he get gold, bronze, or silver?
He was a silver medalist.
Oh,
So that's what I can be specific
all
about.
right, okay.
Because I remember seeing the medals, put him on. I was like, ooh.
Did
But I forgot
you
his
ever
name.
wear? Yeah, for real. You don't know his name, but you wore his
I
medal?
swear to God, I forget his name. I swear to
I
God.
think you're lying.
We
but I'm
get to
gonna let you-
revoke her boomerang for this plead the fifth. That's how you get out.
All
How
right.
mad he is.
Let's see. All right, Meredith, I got a question for you.
All right.
Out of the people in the room,
Mm-hmm. Oh, God.
who have you had the most? Who have you had the most? Who
Where you going?
out of the people? I'm trying to figure out how to word it correctly. Out of the people in the room,
Oh, Lord.
who have you had the most inappropriate dreams about? And that person, how many
Ooh.
have you had?
Okay. So
Yeah.
can I go with the last person
Huh? No,
I
no.
had a dream about?
No. The question is, out of the people in this room, who have you had the most
Okay.
inappropriate thoughts
I have had
about?
two.
Because I think I know. You know the answer. I think I know the
I
answer.
have no clue.
I
I've
think I know the
had
answer.
2 sexual dreams about 2 different people
Ooh.
in this room.
Oh, wow.
Yes.
Oh, well, now it's just now it's like the one left out. Now.
Well, hold on. We have Buck in the room as well, so don't forget that.
So the last one that I had was about Orlando. It happened like 4 months
Big
ago.
Papa.
And I woke up and I was like, oh my goodness, I feel awkward right now.
Was he bringing the pain?
That is inappropriate to ask. Was I bringing the pain?
from the dream was, yes, everything was fantastic. Yeah.
Hey.
It was
Brought.
awesome. You brought the heat. Yeah.
Just know. Just know.
In his pink hoodie.
Yeah.
Hey, once you go fat, you never go back, baby. Just know.
That's
wow.
completely honest.
But
it was about 4 months ago.
Who's had the most time in your dream matter though? Who's had the most?
I mean, I dream about work a lot. So, but that stuff isn't sexual. So, just because we spend a lot of time with each other.
Yeah.
So. And plus, we know a lot of stuff about each other too. So
Know a lot
it's
of
like
stuff.
a lot of intimate things.
Nasty. You
So-
treat me like a piece of meat.
Get over here, and sit on mom's lap.
Oh no. All right. She has not used her pass yet. Davi, you're up.
Okay, Meredith, I have a question for you.
Mm-hmm.
If you woke up one morning and you were Marcus instead of Meredith
Ooh,
for a day,
yeah.
you look down, you had a whole different set of equipment.
Ugh,
What would you do?
it's weird.
Who would you hook up with that's attainable?
That's attainable.
not like some movie star.
Right.
Somebody that's like within your
So you're a
regular.
dude.
And
Ooh.
what would you name it?
Name it?
Yeah, you gotta name it.
Oh, yeah,
You only gonna have it for a day. You gotta
everybody
name it.
got a name.
All right.
You guys
let's
have
see.
names?
I do.
What's your name?
What?
I need to know. What's your name?
Jefferson?
Tommy, did you name yours?
No, but if I was only gonna have it for a day, I would name it.
Wait, you have a name, George?
Mm-mm.
Back in the day when he was in high school, you was like, girl, you need to meet Jefferson.
No.
No, man.
All right, boy, that was a pickup line.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Can Jefferson get a kiss? Who's Jefferson?
Oh man. First of all, this is very weird. I've never envisioned myself as like
With a man.
yeah, with that thing hanging between your legs. It's
Okay,
so
all right.
weird.
All right. Don't make us dump
That's
you.
gross.
Jeez.
Let's see here. I don't. I guess that's awkward. I don't.
Yeah,
know.
you're a guy
I
now,
don't know.
and the ladies around you in your circle are now your option.
Yeah.
Who would you tear down with your new man meat? just to bring it together for you.
Honestly, it would be anybody that I could, because I being Mark for a day, it would just be like that would be just usual expectation.
Yeah,
so
you'd
I'd
be
want to
so-
hold up to the rumor mill about Mark, what everybody says about him, that he slays the
Sounding
ladies.
political right now.
So I'd
Pick
go
somebody
ahead
else.
and-
This is Mark.
Sounding political.
Let's shy away from
I know if we asked Mark would name somebody right down the hall. We know that.
It's so funny.
He couldn't say Roxanne fast enough. So who is your person you would tear down with your new man meat?
Maybe I'd go with somebody that I don't. Let's see here. Probably not a celebrity.
Somebody in your circle, attainable, they said.
All right.
Taking too long for these questions.
I
Five.
don't know. It's
Four.
like, could I start with myself first?
No.
You wouldn't exist. You'd be a man now. Ooh.
Okay.
been
All right. All right. I'm going to go with somebody who works at Maxima.
Okay.
Let's go with Martika.
Martika.
Yeah.
Martika gets a lot of
Solid
rotation
pick.
out here.
She does.
Let's
She
go
get
with
a
that.
lot- she get a lot
Yeah.
You lucky we Christian. Because
Yes.
I would agree with you.
Because on the inside, I would still be me, so I feel like I could make that happen. I'd have a little bit more swagger.
And what would you name your man meat?
The dump truck.
All right.
You want to come on in the dump truck? Let's get it in the dump
take a
truck.
ride.
Wow. Okay. That was like birth. Meredith plead the fifth is under contest right now because there are
What?
people who are texting saying that you skirted a lot of that. Like it ain't that funny. She giggling a little too hard.
I wanted to name somebody in the building, and then all of a sudden I remembered, she got those curves going on.
Somebody said I want to tell y'all about plead the fifth, FIF. I'm leaving off the TH because she left off so much of the answer.
Oh, wow.
I don't know what I didn't give you. If I remember, and I know, I give a lot during this segment. So, but if I
They
genuinely
want to
can't
know the
remember
name
something,
of the Olympian.
I mean, you
that
have to
I
remember
can't
his
remember.
name.
I for real don't.
We can
It was
Google
like
him though. Just tell us
10
what
Because
he
I've
is.
dated about like 60 girls, and I can tell you every one of their names.
I can tell you that. I can tell you that.
That's not true,
can
Mark.
tell you that.
First
It
of all,
is.
I've had private conversations with you, and you're like, I don't remember her name.
That's all right. All right. I'm just saying the people.
If I remembered, I would say
We'll
it.
Google him if you want to tell us what was he shot put. What was it, like discus? Somebody said Bruce Jenner. That wasn't him, was it?
No.
Okay, 'cause we know you like them old and old. All right.
this
So
one-
we got 3 questions coming from the audience. Davi, you got one?
Yeah, I got one right here out the 407. It says, Meredith, how often do you catch yourself checking out other guys' equipment? Besides Anthony, is there one that you check out more often than others?
You go to the gym, too.
I'm not just walking around looking at the D all day long. I don't feel like a lot of women just do that.
Why not?
Just stop trying to. And you know how gross that. I mean, you guys would love it, but I just standing next to a woman. She's like, "Hey, look at that, hanging out." It's like, unless it's gymongous and it's like something to actually, you want to like take a picture of. That would be one thing. But I'm just not checking out the jeans and the.
So in the
outline.
gym, when you're in the gym and guys are walking around in there and they little tight little pants and everything,
That's
you
weird.
don't never see nothing just like you like, ooh, okay.
No.
Never?
I don't think so. I've
Okay.
never even just done that before. Even when I was in the Bucks locker room, that was not happening.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
No.
All right.
No. Unless now, wait. If it's huge, then and you can tell, then I'd be like, what is that? But other than that, no.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right. On the phone out of the 813, we got Sarah. She has a question for you. Sarah, go ahead.
Okay, so I have a question for Meredith, and this is just because, I've been a listener for a long time, and I follow you guys on Instagram, and I listen, obviously. And my question is, Meredith, I saw you at the Bucks game with Babs, and I'm wondering, why I didn't see any pictures with you and Kenzie, or why we didn't see pictures of you guys hanging out. Was there, a beef or something? Is there, some story that we didn't hear or some drama?
Oh, well, I want to know the answer to this. Is there some smoke?
She has a good point.
That's a good point right there.
Okay.
Well, Meredith, you tell.
Wow, because I went out with Babs one time. Now there's beef between me and Kenzie.
I didn't say we didn't.
That is so crazy.
I didn't say it is.
Babs, kind of on Friday, she called me. She said, "Hey, I have a last minute ticket." And this weekend, I had nothing going on, so it kind of just worked out. Now back to Kenzie for a second. Kenzie and I tried to get together 2 or 3 times, but you have to remember during that time when she just got here, I had just had a baby, so my priorities were a little bit different.
Oh, Kenzie was here for 2 years.
Exactly.
No, but there was a newborn. I was a new mom. I didn't, I was trying to get back into the swing of things, and my priorities at that time were a little bit different. So that's what happened. It's nothing against her at all. Like I said, we tried to get together, but it just never really happened. And then she took another job. That was it. She was here for just a little
I
bit.
don't know. Seemed like some pecking on.
No, there's not.
She came in here with all that smoke.
The stars aligned, so I was able to go to the Bucks game this week, and I had so much fun too. It was a blast.
So you're saying you like Babs better than Kenzie?
That's what you
I
said.
never said that.
That's what you
That's what I
said.
hear.
I
That
never
is what
said
you
that.
said. I
Y'all
think
just
so.
trying to start something. Look at you.
Wow. Somebody said she skated on another question. All right. Let's see. What? Wow. People are really on you about this question. All right, Meredith.
Mm-hmm. What's up? What I do now?
How many? I don't want to ask that question. Meredith, how many sexual partners have you had?
All together?
I don't know. You can break them up into packets. I saw this question from 2 different numbers, so I'm like, you know what? I'm going to go with that one. And what's your math?
So if I answer this, then I could boomerang and all y'all
You
have
could.
to answer, right?
I can
you
tell you,
could.
I've answered this question before.
Oh.
So
Yeah,
it wouldn't be
he's
a
probably
fair
answered
one.
it
I mean,
before.
it's already been done.
Mark's mad. He got
No, I mean,
attitude.
I don't
I'm all of a sudden I have an amnesia again. I think I need to plead the fifth.
What?
no.
Really? Why really? You think so?
Plead
You don't
the
want,
fifth.
you what? Really?
Five,
Oh, well,
Plead the fifth, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
wow, you don't want your number out there, huh?
That feels good.
Wow.
On the last one too.
That's the one you chose.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
So are you using a boomerang?
Yeah, I liked. Davi, what was your question again?
My question was about the wang, having a wang for the
Checking
day.
out other guys. No, I enjoy Mark's question where it was about if you could have a kid basically with somebody else, replace them who
And
or
replace the baby mama?
right, or if you guys could pick somebody else that isn't your significant other, like Davi, who would it be?
Anybody?
Man.
Yeah. Name somebody you have a baby with.
Wow.
Yeah, it's just hard because I don't have a kid yet.
Right.
No,
But
and I do.
no.
It's much harder for me because I do.
Pick somebody that you would have a baby with, Mark.
Do they have to be in the building or is it anywhere?
Whatever.
It was anywhere because she picked the Olympian that she won't tell us about. So we don't really have to get specific.
If you guys have it, go ahead. I really have to sit on this for a second.
Oh man,
I know.
because I mean it's just colder because I'm like, yo, like I have.
Yeah.
It's a hard question because I have daughters and I feel like my daughters are more a part of me and their mom. So if I change, like it's almost like if you change some of the DNA going in, my kid ain't gonna come out the same. You know what I'm saying? So that's how I'm thinking about it. I don't.
What if Jen wasn't there?
Jen wasn't there, and I had 2 kids with somebody else in my past. Wow, it would have probably been.
Hard to answer.
Would have probably been Adriana Contreras.
Ooh, that's a sexy name.
Adriana was this Colombian girl that I was absolutely crazy about at FSU. And
Wow.
she was from a good fam, like a whole bunch of doctors and surgeons. You know them Colombians.
Yeah.
But all of them was cutting on people. And they used to cook for me and make me dance.
Wow.
Big family. So I think that would be like the biggest selling point.
Love it.
They had a big family.
Man, this is going to sound crazy. I used to teach this kid how to DJ for like months. His mama.
At first, I'm like, well, where is this going, bro?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
You was teaching somebody how to DJ.
Yeah.
And his mama, you was checking his mama out.
She was so bad.
You don't even
they
know
had,
her.
They had a big house on Bayshore.
Bayshore,
Yeah, remember I was talking about it? Yeah.
Yes.
The Bayshore mama.
Dobby was a hired help in there checking out the mama.
Funny enough, she was Colombian as well.
Oh.
see,
Yeah, the Colombian's coming up
Colombia's
today.
popping today, man. I gotta tell you. Yo.
I'm just gonna have to go with. This is like a really hard question. I'll just go with one of my exes. I mean, this girl Ashley. I've always had feelings for her my entire life, and she is one person that I would have a kid with.
Is that the stripper?
No, that is not the stripper.
It's a different
We
one.
ain't got a problem if it's the stripper.
No,
If it's the stripper.
Well, it probably just wouldn't be a good fit.
A pole in the baby
you can't
room.
have a stripper and like a radio guy making a kid. It's going to turn out to be a
Oh,
disaster.
well, I've seen that happen a lot of times, actually. Man. All right. Meredith, you are officially through with PB.
Yeah.
Orlando and the Freak Show.
People will write you. You can write her at Meredith.